Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Elizabeth and you are watching the Fashion Voice Black Bloggers Association program. Today here I have with me Fumi Oshatoyi, who owns a blog and a website for cooking called Lagos Chop. So how are you, Fumi?
I'm fine, Elizabeth. How are you?
So you being here today, what exactly brought you here today? Why are you here?
Actually, I'm here to support a lovely friend of mine and also to, you know, put out what I do, which is like cooking. You said that earlier, so I'm a proud owner of Lagos Chop, and yeah, I'm here to like create awareness also.
So how long have you been cooking for? Like since how long?
So I was here around like 2 years now. So earlier when I came to like Canada, I was just cooking for my friends. I just like to cook for my friends, and they were like, "Why don't you make it, into a business of yours? You're so good at it." I'm like, "Oh, let's give it a shot, girl." Okay, and I started. So around 2 years, I created Lego Shop.
So now you've created the blog and it's already been a success. I mean, 2 years running. So where do you see yourself and Lagos Chop in 5 years?
Uh, I've been in restaurants about maybe let's say 4 or 5 of them. Not trying to be good.
And like, where do you get your inspiration from and who's your biggest inspiration?
From God, first of all, and from Sisi. I mean, she like really inspired me a lot, and also Oge Ajibe. She's just a wonderful person. Honestly, when I first started, she's like, well, why don't you just start from somewhere? And yeah, that was how I started, and now all glory to God.
So moving forward, do you have anything you'd like to say to all those upcoming people who want to either cook or who just have a love for the kitchen like you do?
Yeah, just be yourself first and first. Be yourself and make sure when you have your own thing out there, make it well known to people. Create that awareness. Don't be shy or say you are not capable of doing things. Just put yourself out there, and I'm sure you'll get somewhere one day.
Thank you very much for being here. So we will be back with more interviews. Fashion Voice. So everyone, welcome back. My name is Elizabeth and I'm with Fashion Voice. For our next interview, we have the lovely Janet here with us. So hi, do you mind telling us what you do?
I'm an animated photo editor.
Okay, so like what does that entail?
There's a couple ways you could do it. You could actually video a subject, and what I would do is I would turn it into half photo, half video. Or the other thing that you could do too is I could take a photo and then just animate it.
Like how long have you been doing this for?
I've worked in the news department for a long time, and I've just started doing this about 6 months ago.
So what inspired you? What made you choose this?
Because I see that now on social media, people don't have a lot of time, so they want something that's animated, that gets their eye, something they can focus at, but not too long, like something that's very short. And they also want videos that are quick to upload. So the longer the duration of the video, depending on how you save it, the file could be quite large and it's not advantageous to anybody.
So because I don't really know, so if as someone who doesn't know what it entails, how would you explain it to me?
In the animated video. So basically what's great about an animated video is you can animate just the area that you want to focus on. So if you have a subject, for example, if it's a woman dressed in, made up with her hair and everything, and she's wearing a beautiful black skirt, and if I'm working with you as a client, I'd have to determine what you do. So maybe it's jewelry that you do, and so what I will do is I'll animate the jewelry piece. So the jewelry will be moving on her neck, and that's the only thing that'd be moving. So the eye will completely go to that. Or maybe it's the dress that she's wearing, so that I would, add some kind of animation to the dress. Nothing else is moving except that piece.
And it seems like it's really time consuming. Is it time consuming?
It depends on what it is that you're animating. So if you're animating something like trees, which has a lot of little detail to it, that's going to take time. But if it's something like a dress or something that's kind of like a like a square image. That's easier. Yeah, not too many jagged edges.
So like, where do you see yourself in like 5 years?
In 5 years, you mean with the animated photography? Well, basically the UK and United States, they're all using it. They're using it for everything. So we're really behind. Canada's behind, and Vancouver definitely is behind. People are using it for restaurants, for everything. And even when you're going into grocery stores, or it's all there. It's embedded in the tables. It's everywhere. So it's basically a short way of doing storytelling.
So like, for those who are out there who are planning on starting animation or moving into the field, what advice do you have for them?
If you're starting into animation, it depends. Like, this is a specific type of animation. There's tons of animations, so you'd have to determine what type that you want. I would strongly suggest that people take editing courses, because I have a bachelor's degree in video editing, so definitely get yourself educated with that and know what the principles of editing are, and then just determine what it is that you find interesting.
Thank you so much again. Thank you so much. Hi everyone, so I'm back again, and this is the Bloggers Voice Association. So I'm here with Faith.
Hi guys, hi.
So, what field are you in? Because it's like a social media thing, right? So what field are you in?
So right now I just have my Instagram, but I'm into like fashion designing and styling, and as well as blogging. But I'm not like, I don't have my blog yet, but I'm working on it.
So how long have you been like into designing?
So basically, like, it's funny because like I always used to feel like I didn't like have any talent or something, but like I actually kind of discovered it like when I was like out of school for like a semester or two, and I actually found that I had like so much passion. Like, I've always wanted to style my friends. Like, I've always been like, oh my gosh, like this will look so nice on you. Like, and from there I just like started taking pictures on Instagram, and like literally like every week now I would like go to different places, take pictures, and like my friends are so supportive, and like they actually think like I really have a nice style. So yeah, that's just how it started, and like it's just motivated me to like keep on doing more.
So do you have like someone who inspires you or someone who you look up to in terms of fashion?
I think like I follow this person on Instagram. Her name is Ade Samuel, and she's Kelly Rowland's stylist. I just love, like, she's Nigerian, and so first of all I'm like, okay, like, and then like she styles Kelly. Like, I'm into like vintage. Like, I'm not into like, I don't know, I don't want to say conventional, but like I'm like into like vintage outfits, and like the way she styles Kelly Rowland, I'm like, yes. Yeah, so I really like, I just like every time I'm on her Instagram, I'm like, have you styled her yet? Like, I'm waiting for another outfit, that kind of thing. Yeah.
So like, in 5 years, where do you see yourself?
I'm going to be very successful. Like, I see myself being a blogger and stylist. Like, most importantly, a stylist, because I just like want to make people happy. Like, I just see some people sometimes, and I'm like, that would totally look so cute on you. Like, I just want like everyone to be like, I just want every woman to like be happy, to be comfortable in their own skin, and like everyone can dress properly. Like, everyone can dress nice. Like, you just have to find the right like outfit for you and that kind of thing. So yeah, like I just want to like encourage women like through styling and fashion design.
So like, for others who are upcoming, do you have any advice for them?
Well, I'm still upcoming, so I don't know, but like what you guys were saying like about consistency, oh my gosh, like it's like so key. Like, and you won't see the results now. Like, don't expect that you start posting like now and like brands will start reaching out to you. Like, I just started posting like for like maybe 2 months ago, and like obviously I'm not even expecting anything, because I know that at the right time, like just with consistency, like continue, like keep on going and going, and like I'm very positive that like I'm going to make it. Yeah, through that.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
So welcome back, guys. We're here with we're here with one of my favorite people, and she's a blogger too. So she's going to tell us a lot about her blog. So why don't you?
Okay. My name is Tammy, and I'm a fashion blogger slash lifestyle blogging. I'm also into cooking. My cooking blogging will come later, and music as well. But right now, I'm focusing on fashion, and my website actually is pinkerpoise.com. And yeah, pretty much I like to just like dress up and look good, and I feel like feeling good, looking good is feeling good sometimes, because for me it's a way of expressing myself, because well, I notice a pattern. Like my mood actually shows in my dressing, and I realized I like to dress up, so why not do something more with it? So I decided to start a fashion blogging, and so that's what I do now.
So, like, where does your inspiration come from, and like, where do you get your style from? Does it just come, or do you have someone you aspire to be like?
Well, actually, I just build it up in my head. Sometimes at home, I would do like dress up rehearsals just for fun. Or maybe if I'm gonna go out, I would just like get carried away dressing up in different outfits, and then I'll be like, oh, okay, I could actually use this for my blog, and then sometimes that's how I do it, and sometimes I just kind of pick little bits here and there, from observing other people and learning from them as well, and yeah, various ways, but those are some.
Where do you see yourself and your brand in 5 years?
Myself in 5 years? Well, right now I'm actually looking to grow my blog into more of a, how do I say, I want to say organization, but not exactly that, but more like a branded name where there's a lot to offer, like fashion, cooking, music. Yeah, exactly. So right now I just want to like lay a foundation first, and then I'll grow from there, because I don't want to just throw myself out there for people, and people are like, who's this person? We don't know you, whatever. So yeah, let people know me first, and then I'll grow from there. Yeah.
So do you like have any advice to the upcoming ones?
For the upcoming ones, I would say know what you want, and be true to yourself. Know what you have, what comes naturally, like a passion, and not just what you think you're interested in or what looks nice on someone else. Know what comes naturally as a passion, because that way it's going to be easy for you to, because starting is hard enough, right? It's going to be easy for you to lay a foundation, to start, and to keep consistent. Consistency is a big deal, because if you want to hold your audience down and keep them engaged, and let them have fun watching your blog or whatever, you need to be consistent. You need to have helpful material as well for them, so they know that, okay, I can actually get something from this person's blog or YouTube page or whatever. So know yourself, know what comes naturally for you. Consistency is key, and those are some of the advices. Be helpful to your audience, and offer something to them, and do what makes you happy, I would say. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So be sure to check her out, and once again, her blog is
Pinkerpoise, PINKERPOISE.
Bye. Hello everyone, welcome back. It's me, Elizabeth, and I'm with Fashion Voice for the bloggers meeting. And with me today I have Joy, so I'm just going to jump right into it. Do you mind introducing yourself? Tell me just what you do.
Hi, I'm Joy, and I'm into music. I'm a YouTuber, and I write songs, and I'm just upcoming.
So how long have you been writing songs?
For as long as I can remember, from like since secondary school, high school. So yeah, but none has been published yet, so I'm just waiting for the right time.
Where do you get your inspiration from? Who inspires you to do what you do? Who do you look up to, and who do you hope to be like?
I look up to several people. I hope to be like Beyonce one day, as big as that. I get my inspiration from lots of different places. There's no specific source. It can be from my mood or what's happening. It comes anytime. It just comes naturally to me. There's no like specific person that I get my inspiration to write songs. But where I want to be or who I want to be like one day, I really admire someone like Beyonce because she works really hard. She doesn't give up, and that's what I want to be, someone who works as hard and gets to even greater than where she is today.
So where do you see yourself, your brand, your music in 5 years?
In 5 years, I should already have an album, I hope, by God's grace. And I should already be in USA with lots of famous people like Demi Lovato, and yeah, I guess so.
So do you have any words of advice for those who want to either go into music, who are trying to find their voice or writing music?
My advice would be, don't give up, don't get discouraged, especially when you're just starting. It's easy to get discouraged because you put your songs out there, maybe you start doing covers of songs, you don't really get that much views, you don't really get that much likes, and you just feel like giving up. But Beyonce didn't get to where she is today by giving up. Even when she makes mistakes, she uses those mistakes she made. So my advice for you guys is, be yourself, be true, and don't give up, and also work hard and be consistent.
Okay, so you've heard it from Joy, work hard and be consistent. My name is Elizabeth and we'll be right back. Hi, I'm back again, and this time I don't have one but two bloggers, two awesome bloggers actually. So we will start by getting your names.
Okay, I'm Rumbi. And I'm Tafaza.
So you guys are bloggers, right? So how long have you been blogging?
For about 3 months now?
Yeah, it's been a couple of months.
Yeah.
And how would you say it is? Like, what's your honest opinion of blogging?
It's fun.
Yeah, I would say like for the most part it's fun, but at the same time it also gets like very stressful because there's so many people who are doing it these days. So sometimes you can get caught up in like trying to compete with other people, trying to be better than other people. So what you just need to realize is that you need to just be yourself and have fun with it and just be authentic. Yeah.
So how do you, for your blog, like you just said, there's a lot of people out there who are blogging and it's very competitive.
Yeah.
So how do you stand out?
We're two bloggers. we have a fashion blog with two people. How do I explain that?
So it's like you get two for one package. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess because right now what we're trying to do is also get a YouTube channel to not just bring the vlogging lifestyle of fashion, but to also bring inspiration to other people and just talk about lifestyle, and also just kind of like as young women, like to just help other young women out there and also to learn from other people. So not just to make it about fashion, but to become a brand. Yeah, exactly. That empowers other people.
How exactly did you guys come up with the idea, and whose idea was it? I really want to.
Actually hard to say.
The thing is that I have my own Instagram page. I'm into fitness, and then she's always wanted to start a page, and then I don't know why she's just been scared to start one. So I was like, okay, you know what, we'll just do one together. Yeah. So, and also we've been friends for over a decade. So yeah. It just was a good idea. I'll remove this.
Where do you see yourself and your brand in 5 years?
I would say, what do you think?
I think starting a fashion line of some sort.
Yeah.
Like, if you start one, what would you name it? What's your ideal fashion name?
A name?
For a fashion line?
For your brand. It's never too late to plan.
No, that's the name, not yet, but I think I would have an idea of like what we would want to do. Yeah, I think for fashion, like what I'm saying, I'm more into like empowering women, making women feel comfortable. Like I'm always trying to style people. And making them feel good about themselves. So it's just like for her, she's more into like edgy style, and I'm more into like classy. So it's more of what makes
makes you feel comfortable. So it's basically just letting people know that you can feel comfortable in whatever your style. Just be yourself.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what's your advice to all those who are just starting out or have plans of starting out?
Be consistent.
I would say be yourself, like be authentic, because like what we are talking about before, people can tell when you're actually trying to be somebody that you're not, when you're actually putting in extra effort. You just when you're doing for the exactly like extra is okay, be extra. That's what we need, but like not just be yourself, because at the end of the day, if you're trying to be somebody else, you're not gonna go far. Like you will give up at some point because it's too much trying to keep up. But when you're being yourself, you'll go on forever.
Fun with it.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much. And be sure to check out your blog, Two Peas in a Pod.
Two peas in a pod.
Hello, this is Elizabeth back with Fashion Voice, and I don't just have one, two, but three awesome young ladies. So let's get to meet them. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Olivia.
My name is Moa. Hi, my name is Becky.
So, what do you guys do? I'm really curious to know. What are you into, Olivia?
I'm really into music and journalism and media production as well, and that's what I'm taking in school. So I'm just trying to jumble all of that together, really.
How's that working out?
It's been working out fine. I mean, I started a YouTube channel at the beginning of the year, and it's been fun so far. I haven't been as consistent as I hoped to be, but definitely I will be working on that and working on getting as much content as possible.
I would say I'm into like music and like staying fit and just like everyday life kind of thing. Like we're kind of like together, I would say, in like our interests. Looking to start something together. So I'll let her say the rest of what we do.
So like a fitness brand, a lifestyle blog, which one is it?
More like lifestyles, like with her, like together. Just because like fitness is kind of like my own personal thing.
Yeah.
But like with her, I'd say like
So what's
lifestyle.
your personal thing?
Well, my personal thing would be just kind of similar to what Olivia said, but music. I am a big fan of music. I mean, just, I guess from young, I was always, pushed at, in the church. My mom's a pastor, so I was always pushed in the church, and, you kind of have to assume a role, and it wasn't forced, but I lead worship at church, so music is something I enjoy doing, and it's something I'd like to further. But in terms of, like, blog, we are aspiring bloggers, and it would be lifestyle, something to inspire people. So yeah.
So you're all into music. So where do you all get your inspiration from?
My inspiration for music.
Yeah.
I've never really thought about that. I guess just music itself is enough of an inspiration for me. It's a language that transcends all barriers, distance, language, and it can touch literally anyone. It doesn't even have to have lyrics in it. Like, that's why you hear some people, like, when they say why they like a song, it's not because of the lyrics, sometimes it's because of the tune, the melody, and certain notes, the way they could just, like, touch you, like, exactly. Music is a very powerful tool, very powerful language, and it's just, that in itself, the just sheer power in music itself is what kind of drives me.
So is there like any artist that inspires you?
Oh, you want to talk about artists now?
Yes.
I do have artists that I like, but in terms of inspirational, there is one that I'm really into right now. His name is John Bellion, and he's just this artist that I really feel like I can vibe off of his creativity. I discovered him last year, and he posts these videos on YouTube that show the creative process he goes through to make some of his most popular songs. And when I watch them, I just feel like, wow, I feel really inspired. Like, I can vibe off of his creativity, and I feel really super hyped and creative. And then I try to write a song. Definitely not as good as the one that I got inspired off of, but yeah. In terms of inspiration, right now my big inspiration is definitely John Bellion.
So what's your inspiration?
For me, for music, like, music is just like a really big part of my family. Like, I've grown up around it. Like, my dad, like, he started making like songs about, like, he made like a song about like our names and stuff. Like, it was like my name and my sister's name, and like he's been like completely into music like all year. Like, my mom and dad, like, they're in the choir, and like my little brother plays like piano. Like, he's like a crazy genius piano player, and like I play guitar, and it's just like a really big part of like my family, and it kind of like unites us in that way. And like just like she was saying, like music, it's just kind of like it. I feel like it enhances your emotion, whether you're happy or sad. Like it's just like a really strong feeling. It's like yeah, it speaks for itself. Exactly. Yeah.
So is there like any artist that inspires you out there?
See, just like she said, I'm not. To be honest, I don't have a certain artist that necessarily inspires me. I think, obviously, every genre of music is different, and obviously, different artists sing differently. I think voice-wise, Whitney Houston and I don't know, Beyonce has an amazing voice. Like her voice just has so much power in it. So in terms of like voice-wise, like what I would like to, a goal I'd like to reach as soon as possible. Yeah. Like the strength and the certain songs you hear, you listen to the singer or whoever is singing, and like okay, yeah, that's a song. But like exactly, and then there's certain songs you listen to, and you don't need to even guess who the artist is. You just know who it is just because of like the. Thank you. Because of the proximity in their voice, I think. Yeah, but like in terms of inspired, I don't know. I've not really thought about that question. Probably should. But.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Ooh. In general?
Yeah.
In 5 years?
Your career in general. Just where do you see yourself?
Well, I'm in school for medicine, pre-medicine. So in 5 years, probably, pray to God, UBC for medical school.
Nice.
And with music, I hope, that I can further what I like doing, not just obviously sing at church, but like go bigger and like with blogging, hopefully.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Similar to her, I'm like medical school as well. I'm an athlete, so I'm a track and field athlete. So by God's grace, the Olympics would be a really good thing to go. Thank you. And like also with music, just like it's for me, like I'm kind of like I juggle a lot of things, but like making time for like the blogging and everything, and even like just like my experience and my journey through all that, like blogging that and growing myself in music as well. I see myself.
Okay.
Do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself, by the grace of God, released an album or two, have the foundations already started up a media production company. I want to go somewhere with my like semi-passion for journalism, and I want to have met my future husband. I also want to, I don't know, I want to dabble in some, a goal, you can't dabble in a goal, but I want to do something with fashion as well. Like a clothing, like my auntie, she has a fashion line and she's amazing. And I want to do something like that, especially with Ankara and African patterns. Like, that is beautiful. I know it's not even making a comeback because in Africa it was always there. But like it's coming to Western society more. Yeah. So in 5 years, I also see myself being friends with some of the musicians that I look up to. So that's like a goal for me, and I'm being somewhere with my YouTube channel as well.
So I will be cheering for you guys, and thank you for being here. It was really, really awesome. Thank you so much. Of course. Thank you. Hello, it's me, Elizabeth, and I'm back with two amazing, strong women. So let's jump right into the introduction. Do you mind introducing yourselves?
Hi, my name is Samantha. Hi, my name is Favor.
And what are you into? Like, are you into blogging, fashion, music?
Fashion, like modeling type stuff.
Yeah.
I'm into vlogging and like fashion and like beauty stuff too.
So how is that coming out for you? Because I know it's not easy to be a vlogger. Like, it's a lot of work. So how do you handle it?
It's stressful because like you really don't know what people want. So like, and then when you make something and like people don't like it, so you kind of have to like think about what people want too, like what the audience want to see from you and stuff like that.
How do you handle the criticism? Because like, so you could bring out something and they just criticize it or they don't like it. Yeah. So how do you handle it?
You just kind of let it slide and like do more better and learn from their experiences of what you do.
So for the modeling, how do you? Because a lot of people don't understand. Because I'm a model. They don't. They just think it's just put on a fancy dress and walk the runway. So how is it? Like honestly, how is modeling?
It's very hard because sometimes like the age that you want is not what they're looking for, and it's kind of hard because it disappoints you, and it's just like, oh, like I maybe have to like lose weight, I have to do this, but really it's just like, yeah.
Like I once met a scout with next modeling agency, and I was shocked when she told me, "Oh, we're not what we're looking for." Like when you get those kind of news, how do you handle it?
That's what happened to me with NYC modeling agency. They were like, yeah, they were like, you're so beautiful, all this and this. I was like, okay, I get excited, and then they're like, it's just not what we're looking for right now. And I was like, oh, okay. So then,
It's like that. It's really heartbreaking when you see news like that.
Yeah.
Like it's the same with vlogging. Like you're doing something like at a point people just tell you this is not what we want. It makes you feel so bad. How do you handle it?
my mom, she's always like, oh, don't worry, there's other agencies that are looking for you. I know like Tara Banks, when she was starting off, that's like an inspiration that keeps on going. There was a lot of agencies that want her because of her shape and her curves and stuff, and then her mom was like, all these agencies do want you, so just keep on doing that and we'll get you to where you want to be. So it just kept on going.
Who inspires you guys? Like who's your biggest inspiration out there, whether it's vlogging, music, who just inspired you?
My mom.
Your mom?
Yeah, my mom.
I would say Oprah. Yeah.
So, like, what exactly about Oprah do you like? What about her?
I like how she gives everyday advice to women, and of course, black women and black girls, and how, from a little girl, and then how we become grown into a strong and beautiful woman who we are today, and how we should just learn basically about our community and how us black girls can be power in the world.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years with your vlogging and everything? Where do you see yourself?
For me, I would say I like to blog more like everyday life and stuff like that. And I see myself being a midwife, like a person who delivers babies. Yeah.
So, you're a model. I can think you see yourself in Vogue.
Yeah, oh really? Oh, well, hopefully. Well, I really want to like model for like Gucci, and like I really like, yeah, Louis Vuitton, yeah, yeah. But like, yeah, I just hope like one day like someone like give me a chance and just be like, oh, you know what, like let's try something different, something new, and just.
So what brand would you like to model for? Like you said, Gucci. What other brands?
Other brands, even like sportswear like Nike and Adidas. I want to do that, or like
Would you like Victoria's Secret?
Victoria, yeah, I want to be. I can never like go on that kind of like diet kind of thing. So yeah, oh yeah, I'm on to lingerie stuff. Yeah, but yeah.
So like, what advice do you have for those who are coming up in modeling and vlogging?
You always try your best. Like, don't think about what people say, but don't like really think too hard about the haters. Just always build confidence in yourself and learn from others that have been there before, and just try your best, because like you eventually succeed. It just takes baby step in what you're trying to get. Just because someone has this much like YouTube subscriber and you have very little, just like take it as a challenge for you to build it more for yourself.
How should I start this?
That's a tricky question.
Yeah, I think what like really helped me is that like have an inspiration and like have a dream and then set that goal. Like just plan what you're gonna do. Like if you have spare time, just like start taking pictures of yourself, or just like start like what I usually do is like watch modeling videos. I always like try on heels and try to model and stuff like that. So just keep on like working hard on your own and building up, and then learn like new makeup routines and like technique stuff, skincare and all that is what they're looking for. So just like, yeah.
Thank you guys so much. I hope to see you on Vogue, and I hope you have your own show like Oprah, because I would be their girlfriend.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Hello guys, welcome back. It's me, Elizabeth, and I'm with Fashion Blog. And here with me, I have the beautiful
Treasure Hansen.
Treasure Hansen. That's a very nice name. So what do you do? Like Like, are you into blogging, fashion, modeling, singing?
Oh, okay. I wish. I wish I did all that. Okay, I'm a YouTuber, and also in the process of building a blog too.
YouTubing, it's not easy. A lot of people think you just make a video and post it online. So, like, I'll give you an honest opinion. You can be honest. How difficult is it? Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't even begin to tell you, especially for someone like me. I don't know how people do it, but it's hard. Like, it's really hard, especially if you're a mom like me. I have two boys. Yeah, I am. I know people don't like know that, but it's hard because you want to do it in the daytime, the whole place, they are running and shouting, and then at night, man, it's hard. It's hard, but you know, like she said, if you have the passion, if you really want to do it, then you will always find the time to do it, no matter how hard it is. I know it's hard. I can't tell you here that it's not hard, but it is. It is, yeah. But the passion will drive it. That's what will make you do it. Just find the time.
So, where do you get your inspiration from?
Oh, a lot of other YouTubers. Like, I know right when I was young, I always wanted to be on TV. Yeah. I always wanted to be on TV, and I kept, as you grow, things keeps changing, and then I kept on asking myself, how do I live this dream? And then when I got to know YouTube, I was like, oh, I could still be on TV, but in my house. Yeah, so like I said, it's just that dream and that passion and everything. Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in your blogging? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? How far do you hope to take your brand to?
Oh, I hope that in 5 years I'll get to at least 100,000. At least, I said at least 100,000. I know, but at least. But I just hope that I get there. And like I said, I'm planning to start a blog too. But yeah, we hope that our passion takes us far. So,
Like, what advice do you have for others who are probably hoping to start your own channel and are facing difficulties? What advice?
the advice I have is just get up and do it. Like, I can't tell you, I wanted to start a YouTube channel since 2012, but I just never did it. So the beginning of this year, when I started writing out what I want to do for this year, I told myself this year cannot pass you by, you have to do it. And so, like I said, just get up and do it. It's just for you to start. Just sit down and make the video. That's it. And then you realize that when you do the first one and people view, you'll be like, oh, okay, then I should do another one. And then another one, and then another one. Yeah, so just do it. That's it.
Thank you so much for being here. Could you please tell the viewers your YouTube channel so they could be sure to subscribe and like?
Yeah, please check out Treasure Hansen on YouTube, and please, when you get there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Hello, it's me, Elizabeth, and I'm back with two amazing, strong women. So let's jump right into the introduction. Do you mind introducing yourselves?
Hi, my name is Samantha.
Hi, my name is Favor.
And what are you into? Like, are you into blogging, fashion, music?
Fashion, like modeling type stuff.
Yeah. I'm into vlogging and like fashion and like beauty stuff too.
So how is that coming out for you? Because I know it's not easy to be a vlogger. Like, it's a lot of work. So how do you handle it?
It's stressful because like you really don't know what people want. So like, and then when you make something and like people don't like it, so you kind of have to like think about what people want too, like what the audience want to see from you and stuff like that.
How do you handle the criticism? Because like, so you could bring out something and they just criticize it or they don't like it. Yeah. So how do you handle it?
You just kind of let it slide and like do more better and learn from their experiences of what you do.
So for the modeling, how do you? Because a lot of people don't understand. Because I'm a model, they just think it's just put on a fancy dress and walk the runway. So how is it? Like, honestly, how is modeling?
It's very hard because sometimes like the agent you want not what they're looking for, and it's kind of hard because it disappoints you, and it's just like, oh, like I maybe have to like lose weight, I have to do this, but really it's just like,
Yeah. Like, I once met a scout with next modeling agency, and I was shocked when she told me, "Oh, we're not what we're looking for." Like when you get those kind of news, how do you handle it?
That's what happened to me with NYC modeling agency. They were like, yeah, they were like, you're so beautiful, all this and this. I was like, okay, I'll get excited. And then they're like, it's just not what we're looking for right now. And I was like, oh, okay. So then,
It's like that. It's really heartbreaking when you see news like that.
Yeah.
Like it's the same with vlogging. Like you're doing something like at a point people just tell you this is not what we want. It makes you feel so bad. How do you handle it?
my mom, she's always like, oh, don't worry, there's other agencies that are looking for you. I know like Tara Banks, when she was starting off, that's like an inspiration that keeps on going. There was a lot of agencies that didn't want her because of her shape and her curves and stuff. And then her mom was like, all these agencies do want you, so just keep on doing that and we'll get you to where you want to be. So it just kept on going.
Who inspires you guys? Like who's your biggest inspiration out there, whether it's vlogging, music, who just inspires you?
My mom.
Your mom?
Yeah, my mom.
Nice.
I would say Oprah. Yeah.
So, like, what exactly about Oprah do you like? What about her?
I like how she gives everyday advice to women, and of course, black women and black girls, and how, from a little girl, and then how we become grown into a strong and beautiful woman who we are today, and how we should just learn basically about our community and how us black girls can be power in the world.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years with your vlogging and everything? Where do you see yourself?
For me, I would say I like to blog more like everyday life and stuff like that. And I see myself being a midwife, like a person who delivers babies. Yeah.
So you're a model. I can think you see yourself in Vogue.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, well, hopefully. Well, I really want to like model for like Gucci, and like I really like Louis Vuitton, yeah, but like yeah, I just hope like one day like someone like give me a chance and just be like, oh, you know what, like let's try something different, something new, and just.
So what brand would you like to model for? Like you said, Gucci. What other brands?
Other brands, even like sportswear like Nike and Adidas, I want to do that, or like
Would you like Victoria's Secret?
Victoria, yeah, I can never like go on that kind of like diet kind of thing. So yeah, oh yeah, I'm on to lingerie stuff. Yeah, but yeah.
So like, what advice do you have for those who are coming up in modeling and vlogging?
You always try your best. Like, think about what people say, but don't like really think too hard about the haters. Just always build confidence in yourself and learn from others that have been there before, and just try your best, because like you eventually succeed. It just takes baby step in what you're trying to get. Just because someone has this much like YouTube subscriber and you have very little, just like take it as a challenge for you to build it more for yourself.
How should I start this?
It's a tricky question.
Yeah, I think.
Hello guys, welcome back. It's me, Elizabeth, and I'm here with the awesome Mallory and Debbie. So please tell us a little bit of what you do.
Okay, the reason I came to this group, I'm going to be blogging with an amazing Kenyan lady who has a company called Kasandi Inc. Her name is Jackie Kasandi, and I'm going to be helping her with her blog. I already write, so I just have to adjust my writing style and to suit her blog. Yes.
I am a nutritionist. No, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm studying to become a nutritionist, a holistic nutritionist, but really I've been wanting to write a blog on just my travels and thoughts and things of that nature, and so I thought this would be a great event to attend to kind of get some focus and maybe an accountability partner to check in to make sure I'm actually doing stuff. Yeah.
What made you start writing as a writer? What made you start?
I've always written as a child. I mean, as a child, it's just almost your diary. And then you start to fictionize the diary that you wish you could write. You're making stories. and then it starts to be what you plan to do in the future. Because apparently, before we closed up my dad's house in England and he moved back to Jamaica, my sister found an essay I had written which said, "When I grow up and go and live in another country." And I wrote that when I was 8. And that's exactly what I did. I grew up and came to live in Canada. So I guess I've always done an element of projecting my future in writing. And I did study film, and I write short screenplays, short stories, and I've attempted a long form screenplay, but I've never finished it. So my writing is my natural form of expression. I feel like that and walking is how I make order of the world, so it's an element of connection for me. So having the challenge of doing it for a person's blog, like you mentioned, is an accountability element, and I kind of like the idea that if I do this well enough, I could actually make some coin. I mean, I hate to be crass about it, but hey, I mean, I make other coin elsewhere, but kind of like the idea of being paid to write.
That sounds fun. I mean, being paid to do what you love.
Yes.
There's nothing better.
Yes.
Absolutely. So the same question. You're not going to use this interview. I've butchered all of my responses. I'm so sorry. So writing has been something that was a natural thing for me, much like Debbie here. However, I had a situation where my father forcibly read my diary, and it really kind of messed me up. And so, yeah, and just in a very you can't anything, it's in my house. I can read it, that mess. And so it created a lot of anxiety around, okay, well, whatever I put down on the page or online is going to be there. And but now, right, you can't really take that back in some ways. No, I hadn't gotten to it yet, he got there in the middle. So burning has been a thing. And so now I've gotten to the point where it's just whatever, Daddy, what are you gonna do, and I'm right. and so I'm kind of sad that I've kind of lost out on some memories and things that have happened because I did not write them down, and you kind of lose that the immediacy of in the intimacy within that. Yeah, you forget. And so I'm looking more to the future and what I want to look back on, and perhaps if somebody who's kind of going through the same situation or on the same trajectory can get something from it, then that's even better, But I think it's really for me, so I can have a virtual diary of where I was in my 20s when I'm 66,
And read back and oh, I was crazy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Where do you see yourself?
That is an excellent question, because I've been asking myself that on almost a daily basis this year. I have attempted businesses before and not really succeeded with them. But they say the art of success is you fall down 8 times and get up 9. So I feel like I've only fallen down 5 times, so I still have another 4 to go if I really, really, really need it. I like the idea of having my own business, something where I'm not trading my time for money, because your physical effort is finite in the end. So whether I have something that takes off writing wise, or whether I actually do craft another business that succeeds this time, I'm very, very open to it. But at the same time, as much as I like money for what I can do with it, I don't need the security of it. That's not what security is for me. So there's a certain amount of stuff that I'm willing to do for money, and a lot of stuff that I'm not. Because at the end of the day, I always feel like your life should be your best work. I don't really want my best work to be in a job. It's just not where it's at for me.
5 years from now, so I'll be 31, and so I imagine that I'll be well into having my own wellness practice, and hopefully branching out and having other wellness practitioners kind of work with me and have a bit of a compound where people can come and have retreats, but also get good support. Right. It's okay. We can fly you in for a weekend retreat or something of that nature, Yeah. So I think that's definitely, if not there already, then definitely building in that space of my own practice. But I'm definitely on the track of wanting to work for myself, wanting to help others through my work. Wanting it to be very meaningful and supportive and constructive to the world around us.
So, do you have any advice for those who are planning on starting or upcoming? Do you have any advice for them?
I think it's like everything else in life. Do it. And it's very rare that you get it right the first time. So keep on doing. Life is a self-correcting course. So just stay on course. You're just self-correct. You're just correct. But the one thing I would suggest to this group, especially like with your blog, that's one voice out there. Sometimes you really need to use your own voice. I have worked there's been a part of Toastmasters, which is a communication and leadership organization. It's a non-profit. So you can pay a couple of $1,000 to do a weekend course, or you can spend a couple of $100 to have a membership with a club for a year. I would suggest everybody look into it. Visit 2 or 3 clubs. If it's really not right for you right there and then, don't do it, because it does need a commitment to go to each meeting and participate. There are no instructors. It's peer-to-peer evaluations, but it's one way of improving your public speaking skills, but also your leadership skills. And everybody goes in to build on those two. But the biggest payoff that people don't realize they're getting is confidence. And confidence is like a currency you can spend anywhere. So that's the one thing I would suggest. And like self-correct, Toastmasters. Okay.
Listen to her. That was great. Yeah. And so the advice is to listen to folks that have knowledge. There's information and a good sense of knowledge everywhere. And it's just, so I guess be discerning, but also being open to learning things. Yeah, from new opportunities. Put yourself out there. I've been in Vancouver for 9 days. I use social media to get connected to different things, and I'm really glad that I was able to come to this event and meet Debbie and have really great conversations. And I heard about Toastmasters years ago, and then she brought it up again, and I'm like, ooh, this might be a time for me to get into it, And so I appreciate those little reminders that the universe just brings together for us to pay attention to. So I guess pay attention to little signs around you and reach out and listen.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, it's me back again, Elizabeth with Fashion Voice. And here with me I have the lovely and beautiful Lisa. Say hi.
Hi guys.
Can you please tell us what you do? Like, are you into blogging, styling, modeling, which one of them?
Okay, I won't really say modeling, but like I feel like that's where I'm headed. Like I just like to try out like different outfits and how they look on me, and like outfits that are not like so expensive, basically like looking good for cheap. And I also have like a YouTube channel that I haven't posted anything on in a while. I like sing covers, or like, well, I used to, but I plan on getting back to it soon, so yeah.
Okay, so like where do you draw your inspiration from? Like who inspires you the most?
Like generally like everybody, right?
Yes.
My mom, I guess.
I mean, I feel like my mom was having a bad child, because firstly I would say Beyonce, then my mom was I'm probably getting this old.
Yeah, I'm really inspired by her. Like she's not into like fashion, so like I really didn't grow up with fashion, but like it's something that I have been like encouraged to do by so many people. But when they tell me, I'm like, oh no, because I'm like, that's not like how, that's not what I'm like used to. But like lately, like all around me, like the people that I have with me, that are my friends, are like very into fashion. Like my best friend's into fashion, so like I feel like it's just rubbing off on me. Yeah, and they're like encouraging me, so I'm just like, why don't I give it a try? Like it's not like super serious, but like it's just fun for me. Yeah.
Like where do you see yourself? Like where do you see Ife and your brand in 5 years?
hopefully I really want to like work with like popular brands, and I in terms of like my singing, because like that's really what I want to take like seriously. Like hopefully I hope to like produce like music or like bring out music by God's grace, hopefully. Oh, thank you.
So like when you get into music, because there's a lot of people who usually don't know what they're talking about, they criticize you, like they say for everything you do, haters will always be there. So how do you intend on handling the pressure and the hate from like the anti-fans? How do you intend to do that, especially with music?
At the end of the day, right, like before they can hate you, they have to like listen to your music. So even though like, I mean, not all of it is like hate, like some of it is like probably constructive criticism. So I will definitely take the like the ones that I know that would like take me to the next level, like that will help me. But like the ones that are like just pure hate, obviously I'll just let it go.
I always say regardless, if they hate you, they still listen to you.
I know, right? There's still promotion. Like they, I know, right? There's like no such thing as bad publicity, so it's still publicity. Yeah.
What advice do you have to anyone who wants to go into music or fashion? Someone's starting now. What do you want to tell them?
Just be true to yourself. Don't like take it like, obviously you have to take it seriously, because if it's like it's your brand, it's something you want to do, but don't put all your eggs in one basket. Like try out different things, like, because I won't say like you will fail, but like there are times where like you will feel like, so you need to have something to always like go back to, but like also like just be focused, be determined, be persistent.
Oh my word, like
girl.
Oh my god, thank you so much for coming here. We hope you come to the next event. It was really nice having you.
I will definitely come.
And we'll be watching out for your album. So thank you very much.
Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Hi everyone, it's your girl back at it. It's me, Elizabeth, and I am here with the awesome host, manager, blogger, stylist, momotibo of Fashion Voice, Ogechiku Ajibe, my friend, my roommate, and my buddy.
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm good. So, what was your vision when you eventually planned this?
Okay, what I actually had in mind and what I'm still looking forward to is probably just to create a network between people, because when I started blogging it was quite difficult. I didn't see anyone to like direct me, give me direction on what to do, where to start, how to do this, right? So I just did this, like encourage the upcoming bloggers and people that are like coming up and every other thing, social media personnel, and more of like encouraging them and trying to create a network. That's like the basic of like, that's actually the purpose of the event and everything.
So like, having started your blog, a lot of people would just say, oh, it's not just to take pictures and post them and write some fancy little quote. Be honest, how is the life of a blogger?
I would say difficult, but when you're working with passion, like if it's something you know you love and something that you want to do, trust me, when the stress comes up, you're like, no, what, I have a vision, I'm going somewhere and I'm going to continue. Trust me, it's not easy. Taking pictures, you don't even want to know the stress, like looking for good places to take pictures and trying to upload your blog, trying to be consistent in everything. Trust me, it's not a funny one, but with passion and determination, knowing that this is what I want to do and have a vision of where you're going to, trust me, you're going to do well.
So like, starting out Fashion Voice, how did it happen? Like how? Just what exactly was running through your mind when you were like, you know what, I'm going to start this thing and I'm going to be consistent?
Okay, I've been interested. Fashion is my thing. I'm a fashion design student. I won't say personal stylist. I style, I do everything that have to do with fashion. I design, I sew and everything. So fashion is something I've been doing like right from I knew something as a baby, and so fashion is
So, how did you come about Fashion Voice?
Fashion voice is fashion and voice. Yeah.
That's like the simplest
Yeah.
It just basically explains itself.
Everything. Yeah, like fashion is something I'm interested in, and when it comes to voice, why I chose name voice is voice. Like it's like voicing out what is in you. So I'm trying to voice out fashion. Like
It's like Einstein of fashion, guys.
like I'm
she's voicing.
so like it's just like me voicing out fashion. It's just like me because basically I'm kind of touching everything around fashion. I don't just design, I style. I'm also into taking pictures, not a professional though, but like styling, shopping, personal shopping and everything, like everything that have to do with fashion. So like I'm touching a bit of everything. So fashion voice is all about voicing out fashion, like speaking your mind when it comes to fashion, doing your mind when it comes to, like fashion voice is just do you, like do fashion. Yeah.
So like when you see Fashion Voice, your brand, because it's obviously your brand now, you plan on having a lot to do, not just designing but styling and bringing people together. Where do you see Fashion Voice in 5 years?
Oh, definitely fashion voice will be a company standing on its own with faith. Fashion voice will be a company standing in its own, and with faith I believe we'll be doing a lot of things. We'll be doing both fashion marketing, we'll be doing both fashion design, we'll be also be offering courses, probably paid courses and consulting to bloggers coming up, to fashion designers coming up. It's definitely going to be a fashion company, like a general fashion company. We don't only design, we don't only take pictures, we like we also have like more of like a training section to like fashion voice is going bigger, like it's going to be bigger in the next 5 years. Trust me. Definitely also have our own brand, our own clothing brand. Yeah. Yeah.
So what exactly, what advice do you have for those who are coming up in the fashion world, the blogging world? What do you want to tell them?
Be you. Do you.
A lot of people have said that today.
Are you serious? Like trust me, in this industry all you have to be is you. If you try to imitate someone else, trust me, you are not going to make it. You are going into this industry because you have something different from what other people have, and that's what is going to make you to be successful. So just be you and do you.
Okay, you've heard it from the one and only Fashion Voice. So be you, do you. Thank you so much for hosting us. Thank you for being here. Everyone have a nice day and stay blessed.
Thank you. Bye.